Hello, hello. I am back. My name is Sara Oehler, and I'm here with one of my favorite guests, Sara James from Sara James. Are you still going by Sara James? Can I call
I
you Sara
I
James?
am for now. It'll be Sara James Peniche real soon, SJP. But yeah, I'll be Sara James for now until the end of time. Just adding a little extra name to the end.
SJP is in the house from JJB, and we are ready to have a little Halloween party. I've got some Halloween beads out. I know Sara James has some things out on her table as well. And we were just going to kind of get an update on what's going on with our friends over at Jessie James Beads. But before we do that, I want you to notice we have a new sale that launched today. You can get one of those beautiful Jessie James Beads bead mixes, custom made for Softluxe Company for free with your order over $75 on the softluxecompany.com website. So if you put in coupon code free mix when you're checking out, you're over $75. It will automatically drop the bead mix for free into your cart. How good is that?
I think it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's a really nice deal. Okay, let me flip to here. Here we are.
Hi,
Hi.
Sarah.
How are you?
I'm good, even better now. It's always such a treat to come on and hang out with you, Sarah, and with the entire crew at Softlex. So hi, Softlex family. How's it
We
going?
had invited Sara to come be a part of Customer Appreciation Week. So if you were missing her that week, she was invited, but she had bigger and better plans. How was your trip?
It was so amazing. We celebrated my mom's 65th birthday and my husband and my first anniversary. So some big firsts here. My mom called out yesterday during a meeting. She says, "Oh, I'm officially a senior citizen now," which just blows my mind because she is a mover and a shaker. That Karen James, Jessie James Beads, Jessie James and Company. It's a family business. We are co-owned by my mother and father, Jessie James and Karen James. And Karen, my mom, is just such a creative tour de force. So it was really fun being in a tropical location, getting to celebrate her 65 amazing years. Thanks for asking.
That is awesome. And then you had your first anniversary too. So happy anniversary. What a special moment. And I'm so glad you guys got to take a breath and
Yeah.
just be together and enjoy it. That's really good because you two are movers and shakers too.
Uh-huh.
I
Yes.
mean, where in the world are Sara and Rodrigo today?
We're in Colorado and it
You
real
could
good
play
to
a
go.
game. Yeah. Throw darts at a map and you could, possibly be right because they're all over. Welcome, welcome. It's so good to see all of you guys joining us. I see you showing up in the comments. I saw a question about the coupon and I wanted to address an email we sent out last Friday. I hope you opened and read it. As a small business, it's always tricky to be able to maintain our pricing structure. And so we have had to pull back on doing double couponing. Or double discounting. So if you are a designer or a bead store, you're going to find that a lot of the coupons are not working for you. There will be times where we will offer a coupon code specific to you, but when you log in, you already get a discount. So look for your discount built in after you log in. If you're not a designer or a store and you're a retail customer, that coupon should work as long as you're meeting the minimum requirements. So for example, $75 will mean $75 before you add tax or anything else on it. We did bump up our shipping as well. It's $89 and above to ship for free in all 50 of the United States. So there are a few little changes happening, and it's just a necessity to do business as a company in the state of California in one of the most expensive counties, Sonoma County. We're just doing our best to not have to do a lot of price increases. So I hope that's okay. And I hope you'll read through that email carefully and kind of adjust to what's new for Softflex. And I know we're not the only ones. I've talked to a lot of my other business pals out there, and everyone is having to rein things in just ever so much to be able to make it work. And it's always just good to remember we're little. We're 12 employees. How many employees do you have, Sarah James, for Jesse James Beads?
Well, for Jesse James Beads, we have, I would say, about maybe about 8 on the Jesse James Beads team. And then Dress It Up, Jesse James and Company overall, which also includes Dress It Up buttons, where we do a good bit of the manufacturing of the buttons, custom dyeing, snapping, finishing, packaging, like so much labor in the buttons. We have about 35 on that end.
Yeah.
So it's, we get it. And we also know like California is like, is a real tough state in terms of like Texas and things like that. And I think Sara is just so wonderful with how transparent you are to come on these live and just like, we're about to have a party and Sarah's like, hey guys, these are the facts. So that is high respect to you, my friend.
It's the truth. And so look for those little changes happening. I don't foresee any of them being such a big change that it's going to rock your world. They're just small little changes that are going to be occurring. Okay, moving on to the fun stuff. Look at what I've got on my table today. I've got my Gone Batty design kit, which had a Jesse James Beads custom bead mix in it. And then I've got a bracelet that I have been wearing obsessively that I keep getting compliments on. And we have some beads in the store from that bracelet. And then we have a bunch of new fall inspired items. Sara James, you were telling me about this Starlight Witch Collection. And I can't wait to hear. I just got into watching that new Marvel TV show about Agatha. Have you been watching that?
No, I haven't. But Rodrigo, my husband, is obsessed with Marvel. So I'm always, it's not usually the sort of movie that I pick, but if you recommend it and there's a cool, funky witch in it, I think I could be down.
Yeah, there was this show called WandaVision, and it was about the character Wanda, and it was such an interesting show. You'd have to watch it. I can't even explain it. You should watch that first.
Okay.
It's very interesting. Rodrigo will be super excited that you want to watch a Marvel anything, I'm sure. And then it leads into this new show, which I cannot remember the name of it. I know someone out there will know it. It's something like Agatha. Oh, I can't remember. It's very witchy. The witches are going on this road, and it's very spooky, but not too scary. I get scared easily. So I love it. And I think Agatha all day, all along. Thank you, Kristen. I knew somebody would come in and save me. Disney Plus is where you can find it. So if you like a little spooky, but also a little funny and a little quirky, you would probably like this show. So as soon as I saw that Scarlet Witch Collection, I was like, ooh, that is such a perfect timing, not only for Halloween, but they have this great show coming out that's so witchy and fun. So are you going to show us a little bit of that today? Do you have those beads with you?
I have a little bit sitting right here. I have the bead mix, and we just did a live sale over at Jesse James Beads. And a lot of this I went and I sent over to you, Sara. I sent you some of my favorite items. Did you receive a goodie pack from me in the mail?
Nope. Both Sara and I sent each other stuff for this show, and neither of us received it.
I was going to ask you about this off camera, but if you'd like, we could possibly do a reboot of this with the beads that we've sent each other on the Jesse James Beads channel, maybe like on Friday or sometime next week.
Let me look at my schedule, but Friday might work.
Okay. Yeah.
We are two peas in the same pod, Kristen. But I have plenty of beads here anyway. So, like I said, maybe I don't get something, maybe I do. I always have something I can make. So it all ends up working out in the end. So I would definitely love to hear about your collection. Is it just one bead mix or is it a lot of different stuff?
Oh no, there's so many things. So Jesse James Beads Monthly, we've been doing something we what I like to refer to as a couture collection, and we create bead mixes, bead strands, and all kinds of other really cool stuff to go along with. So the Starlight Witch Collection is over at jessijamesbeads.com, and it is a really beautiful assortment of like elegant, celestial, like midnight after midnight inspired beads and components.
Ooh.
And I sent these to you particularly because I knew that they would go so well with the Gone Batty collection. So if we're gonna do like a take two of our shared collaborative creating, I would say save your Gone Batty for when Starlight Witch does arrive at your door, Sara, because I picked out things from the collection, like really beautiful hematite beads, so like a gorgeous little pendant, all kinds of like pretty sparkle to go along with that Gone Batty.
That sounds so fun. We don't have very many of the Gone Batty design kits left. I revealed it last Wednesday and made a beautiful, like stunning necklace that I immediately put on my neck from that kit. And I don't even know if we have any of the bead mixes left, but I have one here. So I will save that. And why don't we figure out a day and a time, and we'll let all of you guys know when we can get back on and have a little bit of holiday making happen. But this was a really fun kit. If you want to join us, maybe go grab that kit if you haven't already, because there are only a few left. I feel like it's under 10 at this point. That way you'll have it available and not be sad when we do the video and it's already sold out, because there's a good chance that will happen. We also did a Gone Batty trio.
I love that so much.
It's got the silver, so it's got that shiny metallic color, black, and then white. So it's kind of a nice mix. You can find that there now.
Is that on its way to me too, Sara?
The kit is. The entire kit is.
Oh my gosh.
So that's going to be really fun when you're able to open that up. I've been wearing this bracelet all the time, you guys, for like the last month. And I get so many compliments on it. So I was looking and I saw on our website, we still have these beautiful skulls available. And I think it's a package of 4 that you get. And then you can mix in all sorts of funny, or not funny, but fun Halloween colors. And I was thinking from this mix, you could make something really great. So maybe grab some of those when you're on the website as well. It just looks, I think it's maybe the pops of orange and purple are drawing people in. And then they just love that little fun skull bead. Looks so good. Yeah, the sugar skulls are so good. I love them. So those are still there if you want to grab one. I was going to open this up. This is the mix that we're giving away free today on orders over $75. What else do you guys have going on over at JJB?
Oh my gosh. Well, I can tell you, we love designing these bead mixes for Softflex. I'm like in the current works of, we've got a couple other ones that are on waiting in the wings to be released. But it's just been so much fun to come up with, to like either come up with a theme on our own or to be given a theme by you guys and be able to tell its story with beads, you know? Even if you're not doing a Dia de los Muertos necklace or a piece of jewelry, you could pick out some really cool, colorful elements from there. Like, just because the package has a certain name on it doesn't mean you need to like lean into that theme. You can lean into the colors that are there and let that, you know, kind of take you away. So, you know, always creating new things at JJB. That's always a treat for us. Look at those heartbeats. Those are so exceptional. Oh, I love it.
They're really pretty. And they're the real thing. They're heavy duty. Fun.
Those rondelles are so gorgeous.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in this little mix. So This is the mix that you get for free on the website by using that coupon code that I showed you earlier. I think that was really smart. You don't have to lean into the package name on every design. Maybe on one, maybe you lean in heavy on one of them, but then you can make lots of other things that are compatible, but don't have that same theme. And it'll look great. Isn't that fun?
I love it.
You guys did a really good job on this mix. This is our Great Bead Extravaganza theme. So you can also get the kit for the event coming up. And it is happening on October 18th through the 20th. You'll find Kristen and I on October 19th doing our thing with this kit. So you can get it now and have plenty of time to get it before the big event. Jesse James Beads also created this. I think this might have sold out.
That strand is
Strand.
So hot fire. Do you see the glass beads? The glass beads that are showing up in Jesse James Beads mixes now, they have like such flash to them.
Yeah, these ones?
Yeah, because they're like not quite AB, but they're electroplated to just give you that like pow, like catch your eyes.
Yeah.
Break your neck when you're looking at that piece of jewelry sort of thing.
Yeah. Like, ooh, what is she wearing? Yeah, this is a very nice strand. I think this might have sold out. Let me know in the comments. How pretty is that? Yikes, I love that one. Okay, so also new today, we have a bunch of new ceramics. We've got some cute little jack-o'-lanterns. Got some really pretty little leaf beads. The whole runs from top to bottom. We've got this little pendant and a bunch of fall colors and this beautiful leaf. This is one of my favorites. This piece here is so pretty.
The ceramic pieces are gorgeous, Sarah.
I know. They come from Peru, and these little heart beads. So lovely. So I can probably make something with those and mix in this beautiful mix here and save this for next time. And that will work out good.
Those pumpkins are so cute. They would look really pretty with the orange beads or the green. Are they little jack-o'-lanterns?
Yeah, they're the most adorable little teeny tiny jack-o'-lanterns.
Oh gosh.
Aren't they so cute?
Yes, I love them. So sweet.
Yeah, the hearts would be great with this collection. These little colorful hearts could be super fun for sure. I agree, Kristen. I think maybe that's where I will launch from. We'll get some of these colorful hearts into a design. So tell us in the comments, how are all of you guys doing today? We'll be doing a giveaway. I'm sure you noticed it at the bottom of the screen. And we have a free, I'm looking to see what we're giving away today. Yeah, I probably want to pick something. A Halloween charm pack sounds fun. I'm reading what Thomas posted to me. I would love to do one of those Halloween charm packs in this cute little,
Love that.
So if you would like to win a charm pack, and I'll let you choose which one. There's a few different kinds. If you'd like to win a charm pack, go ahead and comment #spooky into the comments to get your entry in. Okay, trying to check those questions. Are you doing a bundle mix with the hearts? Ooh, that's a good question. Kristen, are we? I don't think we've talked about it, honestly. But that's a great question.
It's like we're coming up with so many great ideas on the fly on this live show.
I mean, that's what we do here, right? I feel like our customers always come up with some of the best ideas. I'm kind of liking the orange, and then maybe some of these fun metallic beads can spice it up. I love how Jesse James Beads always includes so many metallics in your mix.
You know what? That's just because we know that everyone has got there's different strokes for different folks, and not everything is going to work for everyone. And sometimes everything does work for a particular person. So we like to give you like some different colors of metal and a whole bunch of different textures and materials to work with so that you pick and choose and find what works for your particular piece that you have in mind. And then you have additional leftover for the next great idea that comes out of your head.
You do such a good job with that.
Thank you.
That's excellent. Those could be nice. I'm also thinking just these little whites could kind of mix in really well. I love designing in the fall. I always find so much inspiration from fall and the holiday season, and then leading into winter too. I just find I'm like extra excited to make things. Does anybody else feel that way?
Do you know, it's funny that you mentioned that, Sarah, because like I was just thinking about fall and the season of change. You know, the spring and fall are like our changing seasons, or at least that's the way my head categorizes it. It takes us from, you know, warm to cool or cool to warm. And I think that because there's change literally in the air, that leads open for space for inspiration. You know, we're changing from the things that we're used to doing. Like, this is what we do in summer. This is what we do in summer. Then all of a sudden it becomes fall and our eyes are opening to things that are different. Like the leaves are changing. The air feels unique. It's different from how we've been feeling it for 3 months beforehand. And that sort of like little bit of change.
Depending on where you're located.
Well, that's true.
It's 100 degrees here today. It's so weird, but yes. I hear you. At least,
well, you know what? That's how it feels to me.
What's the temperature like there in Colorado?
It's hot right now, but it's cool.
Is it?
Yeah, it's probably like 70 something.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, but then at night, like our low tonight, I think is 37.
Oh, well, that's fall. Yes. That feels fallish.
We always know it's fall because we'll hear the wind start whipping and all the trees start rattling. Like, oh yeah, here comes the season. It's happening.
Oh, gosh. Will you be there for very long?
We're here. Yeah, we're here almost until Thanksgiving, which is great.
Oh, good. That's nice. Oh, that's looking pretty. I need a bead stopper, but I don't know if I have one right here. I'm just going to try not to drop everything. That's always a tricky thing to do. So I am doing a little eye to eye measuring. Looks like I could use a little more. So I'm going to trim this and just pray that I do not drop it everywhere because I'm not using a bead stopper. And that's just almost never a great plan.
I feel like because you're talking about it out loud, you're like zhuzhing the energy to make sure that the beads don't fall on the ground.
Oh boy, I hope not. So that could be fun, that little yellow one at the end there. Let's give it a try. I love this yellow, get this little yellow cube that's in this mix.
So cute.
It's such a pretty yellow.
I like it too.
Really nice. Like a sunflower.
We have these are extra special. Like the flash on them is really high quality and luxe, but the cube shape is so spectacular. And we have a new line of glass beads that just launched at Walmart about a month ago. And we have a bunch of cube shape there, which is like, we feel very honored to be able to have a presence there and be able to design some stuff for some like more budget beading at Walmart, and also be able to have to be able to bring the jewelry making in-store experience to people that might live in like really rural areas and don't have a bead shop nearby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been talking about that because I've talked about this before, but we were in Hobby Lobby for many, many years. And just this year, they decided to no longer carry soft flats. And I asked the woman that we our buyer there. And I said, well, what if, we get phone calls, because there's people in more rural areas that don't have bead stores and don't order online as much. And I feel like they're really going to be missing that ability to buy soft flex. And so she gave me a link, and I just recently put it into our e-newsletter. You guys, you'll find it at the bottom of the e-newsletter. So if you are one of those customers that is kind of sad about soft flex no longer being available at Hobby Lobby, I know that's not true for everyone, but for some of you, it's a big deal. Please do drop them a message, because she said she would reconsider if she got enough messages. So please think about it. And just a quick message letting them know, what your preference is for beading wire, and that you'd like to see it in their store again. We had one of those situations where we had a buyer for so many years, and they changed buyers, and we just didn't have a relationship with the new buyer. It happened like right after the pandemic.
And that's why having online is really the best place to be, because you can support the brands that you love, like directly to them, and that always really helps. But I'd be happy to fill out that letter for you too, Sarah.
So thank you.
Yeah.
It's nice to have access. Not everybody shops online. We have a large customer base that don't. It's great when you can go to your local bead store. That's like my number one place I want you to go, because, they're going to give you not just information about soft flex, but information about beading in general. You'll be able to find out about classes. You'll tap into a community of beaders that are there locally with you. So that's my number one place I want you to shop. But for those who don't have a bead store, which there are lots of you, I want you to have access to right there in your community. So please do drop a letter if you think of it. We would really, really appreciate it. So I just added a little button. I could have done a white button too from our white button mix, but I had the Tiara cast button that has been hanging out in my bead box. We do not have these for sale anymore because they have not been manufacturing, but we are on pins and needles to start buying some of those Tiara cast parts and pieces again when they're up and running at the new company that bought their products. It's kind of exciting to think of being able to get some of these things again that I love, because this is one of my favorite buttons. So that's going to slip right over the top and look just like that. I'm going to use my magical crimpers to compress. So I'm going to center that crimp tube and compress, creating a little 4-corner ravioli, and then turn it on its side and compress in the 4 corners, and just go around and around, tightening it all down.
I love watching the magical crimper in action, Sarah. That is such a wonderful tool that you guys have come up with.
So handy. And then we just trim right off at that crimp tube. And there we go. We've got a really cute little colorful bracelet. And I wouldn't say that this is a Day of the Dead bracelet, but it certainly could play very nicely with a bracelet that has a little bit more, like even this one, side by side would be fun together.
Those ceramic heart beads are something else. They look so good with the glass. And wow. Yeah, they're really excellent. I love the color range that you gave.
Yeah, they're good. I was very excited when I found those recently. I think these little leaves are pretty fun too. Little pendant leaves. Could be really cool to play with this bead mix. Like I could see that yellow or this garnet.
Even the teal would look really pretty.
Be really pretty in with some of these other in this mix. We just love being able to work with Jesse James Beads to create these custom bead mixes. I feel like it makes our kit whole when we have a Jesse James bead mix in our kit. And I hope that all of you are enjoying all of the bead mixes that we come up with them. If you are, please click that thumbs up and that heart for Sara James so she can see what a great job they're doing on our bead mixes and bead strands that go with all of our kits. We sure appreciate their help because it just is like the exclamation point on the kit always. It just makes the kit the full kit when we get our mix to add in.
Hey, Sara, I've got a beady question for you.
Okay.
So I've been beading on the side here, and I've got my soft flex wire out. I found that the purple amethyst color goes really well with the Starlight Witch Collection. So I just started like taking up a little bit of an earring, and I'm wondering how to finish it off. I think you might have an idea for me, and I'm curious if you could maybe show me. Can I show you what I have so far?
Yeah. Here, I'm going to come over to you.
Hi, guys. Okay, so I have a whole spew of beads here on my beading mat. There's a ton of beads in the little bead mix that I have here from the Starlight Witch Collection from Jesse James. So in it, there is this really cool little star charm. And I've just like doubled my soft flex up right there. To string the charm. And here I've added on a nice little array of beads. And I was thinking it would be perfect for an earring that's got just a little bit of like shimmy shake right there and a lot of sparkle. And I love how you can see the soft flex wire connecting the star charm there. So I am wondering, inquiring minds want to know, how do I end my earring design here? Because I've got two strings up top. How do I end that with a crimp bead so I can attach it to an ear wire?
Oh, easy peasy.
Can you show me?
Yeah, I have I can make this a similar style earring right here. Okay, so going to clip off some soft flex beading wire. I'm going to take one of these great little tassels from our bead mix.
Love that.
Yeah, so this is in the Dia de los Muertos. I cannot pronounce this for anything.
Muertos.
Yeah, I need you on here constantly. I have just been saying Day of the Dead bead mix because that's a little easier. And center that cute little thing, and then I'm going to go through, let's see. Let's do a yellow. And then down to the bottom. So you see, just like Sara James had there, she had a wire connecting. And then I'm going to grab, trying to make sure I have enough to make two earrings. So a little gold piece there, a little black bead. I love how so many of your beads will go through two wires too, because sometimes it's really handy to have two wires going through.
Yeah, most of the beads, I feel like it's very rare to find a hole that's smaller than 1 millimeter from Jesse James.
Say we've got something like that.
I love that.
We're going to grab our 2x2 millimeter crimp tube, and we're going to string it onto both wires. And then we're going to take just one wire back into the crimp tube and pull it through the bottom. Now you could string it back into these beads. Sometimes I do that if there's enough room. There definitely is on this big old square piece. And then we're going to pull down. So you've got one wire coming out the top, one wire coming out the bottom. I'm using this bottom wire to pull my loop to the size I want it to be. And that's where I'm going to attach my ear wire. And then you're going to come in, and the trick here is you've got to get that magical crimper around the entire crimp tube. So what I often do is I'll just tug on this little loop so that it can settle in the center of my magical crimpers. And you'll know if you didn't do it because you won't get 4 little corners. We'll get 2 little corners and one side that's wide open. So you want to make sure it's nice and centered. And then you're going to do the same thing. And again, I'm just going to pull ever so slightly to make sure that I'm centered. and keep going around that little tube until it's a little round, sweet little bead. And then we can come in with our nice cutters and just trim the top of the crimp tube and down here. Just be real careful not to cut your jewelry design when you go in to cut that off. And there we go. And then you just attach your little ear wire on that loop.
Oh my gosh, she's perfect.
Isn't that cute? Now I've got a cute little earring too. Go with my little fancy setup here. Well, this has been so much fun. We're going to have to definitely schedule a day to meet back up and use some of these things that we sent to each other.
Yeah, absolutely. I was sure that your package was arriving when you said it didn't just before we came on here.
I know, I was surprised, but life happens. Someone said it's probably because of the hurricane, and that's probably true. There's probably a lot of mail chaos happening because of everything going on over there. And our hearts go out to Cynthia. Green Girl Studios is in Asheville. And so she's kind of in the center of everything. But from what I keep getting in the updates, her family is doing okay. But maybe send her a little extra good energy because they have a lot going on. And it's definitely been a little scary for sure. So, and I'm sure many of you have friends and family over in that area. So I'm just sending them all a hug, and I hope everything is okay. And they're able to get all their stuff back going, water and power. It's like you don't really realize how important those things are until you don't have them,
right?
You know, and then it's one of those life-changing experiences, I'm sure. So good to see all of you guys here. Thank you for spending some time, Sarah James. I'm going to do the giveaway.
Drum roll, please.
At least my favorite part. Share screen. I'm a little like, I grew up in the era of Oprah, and I just love the giveaway, 54 entries so far. If you would like to enter, please get your entry in now. We're giving away some beautiful sugar skulls that are in one of my favorite bracelets that I've been wearing basically every day for several weeks now, and I get a zillion compliments on it, so I know you're going to love them. We will be giving one package away to someone lucky here in just a minute. I'm giving you time in case you want to enter. Also, please click that like button and the heart button and let Sarah James know that we appreciated having her here today. And we will work on a future date where we can use some of our other beads. And on Facebook.
Congratulations.
Let us know in the comments that you're here, Anne. And if you are, I just saw you commented a few seconds ago, so I know you're here.
Yeah.
Comment that you're here, and then email info@softluxcompany.com. Make sure you give Rosa your address, and she will ship out your giveaway item, and Thomas will follow up and let Rosa know what you won as well. That's so awesome, Anne. I'm so happy for you. Thanks for being here. Thanks to everybody for watching and hanging out with me every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific. I am here and excited to see you. We have a live sale coming up tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. I hope you'll join Joyce and I and look at some beautiful beads and maybe even purchase a few. And then Joyce is back on Friday morning, 9:30 a.m. with Spill the Beads. And I'm sure Kristen will be hanging out next Monday as well for Free Spirit Beading. So I will post as soon as Sarah James and I work out a date and a time that works for both of us. I will let you guys know when you can join us for a little extra beading magic with this beautiful kit that she helped us create, the Gone Batty design kit. And then I am very excited about the Starlight Witch Collection. So I can't wait to see what we've got going on there. I'm going to rip open my package when it gets here.
It's always fun to know that there's goodies coming in the mail for you. Like, even if,
Yeah.
we wanted our beats to be here today, but I know that they're coming like tomorrow. And that makes me feel very excited,
It
especially
was
with
just meant to be that we hang out more than once.
I think so. Like, the universe is doing us a solid that we get to do
Yeah.
this all over again. So
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. All right, everybody. I'm going to leave you with one last thought, and that is to go get that free bead mix. Sara James at Jesse James Beads helped create this beautiful bead mix. You can get it for free with your order over $75, and free shipping with your order over $89. Make sure you use the coupon code free mix in order to get this mix added to your cart automatically. And that's all I've got today. I will see you guys again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific. Bye, Sara.
Thanks, Sara, for having me.
Always fun. And we will be back with Sara James again in probably just a few short days.